the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Defense, the Chief of Defense Forces, General Kiboshi, the Vice Chief of Defense Forces, ambassadors and high commissioners present, members of the Parliamentary Committee on Defense and Foreign Relations, Principal Secretary, Ministry of Defense, Principal Secretary, Ministry of Public Works, service commanders, including the IG of Police, former Chiefs of Defense Forces and service commanders, serving and retired general officers, defense attaches, officers, DFSM, Owan Karanga, service sergeant majors, serving and retired service members, our beloved families, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and most welcome to Mariakani Garrison. Madam CS, on behalf of the Kenya Army and on my own behalf, we are greatly honored as the host service to welcome you all to the 9th anniversary of the Kenya Defense Forces Day celebrations here in Mariakani. I wish to most sincerely thank the Chief of Defense Forces for allowing the Kenya Army to host the Kenya Defense Forces celebrations here in Mariakani. Having known the need to refurbish the barracks in the coast region, it was the most fitting for this year. This opportunity has enabled us to rehabilitate our barracks infrastructure for the betterment of the welfare and administration of our troops, and also extend the same to the communities around the barracks. I am indeed most grateful to the CDF for providing the resources that have enabled us give the much needed facelift to Mariakani and Mombasa based barracks. KDF Day is both a solemn and memorial day and a day of celebration. On this day, we remember and pay tribute to our fallen heroes who gave their all for our peace and security. It is a somber day for us to honor, reflect, and remember them for their ultimate sacrifices and acts of valor. Though they are no longer with us, our thoughts will always be with them and their beloved families. To the families of our fallen heroes, may this year's celebration bring you good memories of your loved ones. We are forever grateful for the priceless sacrifices and service to our country and humanity in general. We pledge to always stand with you and also tell their story through generations. To our retired officers, service members, we say welcome, for this day is yours too. We value your company and everyday support. Madam CS, in honor of our fallen heroes and heroines, I kindly request that we all be upstanding for a minute's silence. Madam CS, the primary mission of the Kenya Army is to defend and protect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Republic of Kenya against land-based threats. The secondary mission, on the other hand, is to assist and cooperate with the civil authorities in situations of emergency or disaster. As espoused in the Army's secondary mission, the theme of this year's KDF Day celebration is enhancing peace and security through civil-military cooperation. Inherent in the Kenya Army's mission and guided by the CDF's vision, we continue to provide humanitarian assistance through civil-military cooperation in the 3 theaters we are currently deployed in. In Operation Amani Boni in Lamu County, parts of Garissa and Tana River counties, besides providing a secure environment, and in line with the theme of this year's KDF Day, our troops have contributed to several humanitarian activities aimed at sustaining these dignified lives and alleviating the suffering inflicted during situations of conflict. These include the provision of construction materials, water, medical services, and food aid to persons displaced by floods in places like Kijo in Tana River County, rehabilitation of underground tanks, construction of water pumps in Eshakani in Lamu County, Mataarba and Garbasalo equally in Lamu County, and the provision of medical services to residents in several areas. Secondly, under the ambit of the African Union mission in Somalia, our troops have not only pacified assigned areas of responsibility, but have also significantly helped alleviate the suffering of the proximal communities by providing food aid, medical support services, and construction of schools. This, in itself, has considerably contributed to winning of the hearts and minds of the host communities. Thirdly, the Kenya Army, through individual formations such as the Corps of Engineers, Medical Corps, and the Corps of Transport, has provided support to communities ranging from supply of foodstuffs, relief foodstuffs, combating the locust menace, rehabilitation of public infrastructures as part of our secondary role. In these contemporary times, even vulnerable communities are increasingly becoming susceptible to influences by violent extremists. Civil-military cooperation plays a critical role in winning the hearts and minds of the populations to support security forces and government efforts within country and outside. It is for this reason that the Kenya Army will always endeavor to leverage on civil-military cooperation as guided by the CDF's vision as an enabler to enhance peace and security in the affected areas. Madam CS, even as we reminisce the invaluable contribution of our fallen heroes, I also wish to appreciate all officers and service members who diligently continue to secure and protect our country both in current and past operations. While every soldier in peacetime and in operations areas continue to make commendable individual contributions, there are some who have clearly excelled well beyond the call of duty in various undertakings.